guys, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new video. And this is the video that you guys have been asking for. So many messages, personal messages, Instagram messages, wanting to see the EOVAN GTS with the all-terrain 7-inch pneumatics. Been out of action for a little bit, just for a week or so, but this thing is just so much fun. Had to get out there and ride it and show you guys exactly what it can do. Now, don't tell my doctor, and especially don't tell my wife that I'm doing this today, because I'm probably a few days too early and I probably shouldn't be back on the board just yet. So just a really quick recap, if you haven't seen my first initial ride video, I'll link it up here. But just a reminder, 639 watt-hour battery, Panasonic 21700 cells, so very good quality cells. This is a VESC-based board, 41 inches long, 5 different wheel options. It's got the Outrunner motor, 6368 motors, 170 kV. Today we're testing out the 7-inch pneumatic tires, which I've mounted. They look beautiful. I did ride it probably about 3 weeks ago for about a week. Absolutely fell in love with it. Beautiful carve, really sticky, no noises, loads of power. We're sitting on 95% battery today, so we're gonna go for a cruise around these streets. Gonna test it out. Probably won't do too much off-road just because of my back, but we'll see how we go. Now these guys are obviously doing a Black Friday special. To access that Black Friday deal, click on the link in the description and there'll be a discount code next to that link. And that'll give you about 80 bucks off, 60, 70 bucks off I think it is. But the code is Scott D. But you need to click on that link for that code to activate and work. Now straight away, this board, the VESC on it is just so smooth. I know I mentioned it in the initial ride video, but the VESC on this is just, it's so enjoyable and surprising. Like you think, oh, that's full power, and then you give it more and off you go. I'm riding in medium mode right now, and we are sitting on about 35 kilometers per hour. So it's got plenty of get up and go. And we're going up about a 8-degree hill. So no issues. Now, these wheels are definitely my favorite out of the two that I've tested. Out of the 125 earless or the 7-inch pneumatics, these are definitely will be my choice, my go-to. More ground clearance, sorry mate, thank you. More ground clearance, smoother, a little bit higher off the ground, just really nice and sticky as all hell. Very, very enjoyable. Feels like the GTR, but with a bit more carve and a bit more power, and definitely a higher top speed. So again, we're sitting on 35k an hour here, and I've still got really good pickup. It almost threw me off, it's got that much pickup. Now, as I mentioned, we're just gonna go around these streets today, around Mossman. It's very beautiful around here at the moment. All the jacarandas are out, you might be able to see them behind me, the purple leaves. Really tight turning circle. So as you can see here, we're on some pretty rough corrugations, massive gaps. It's probably one of the roughest roads in Sydney, and it's smooth as butter. It really is. I hate using that term, but it's very, very smooth. The drop down's doing exactly what it should do, and there's just, yeah, it's very nice. If anything, my red trucks are a little bit loose, but you know, the board's so nice to control. There's really no issues there. Now, again, that VESC, it just has constant power through the speed band. So it doesn't matter if you're sitting on 20 or 10 or even 35, it still has a really nice, throttle curve. That it's just smooth, it's not aggressive. And again, I'm still only in medium mode, sorry. I'm on a bike lane now, which is nice. this lady come over here will see me. Yeah, very smooth. No sinister noises or knocks or creaks or rattles. The bearings, they use Bones red bearings, as I talked about in my unbox video, my initial ride video. But the rubber on these it's really nice. It feels like, I think I've got no evidence for this, but it feels like a high quality rubber. Nice feeling. Okay, here's a nice little trust exercise, a bit of a steep hill. Coming down here, just feathering the brake. Very, very comfortable, very responsive. And I'm just gonna slam the brake on and see how well it does. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, smooth, no massive jerk, and complete stop. Very nice. So this board's strengths are climbing rapidly. No threats so far, which is great. There is a couple of opportunities, which we'll mention at the end, but so far it's looking very, very good. Okay, here's a bit of an impromptu hill climb test. Coming up here very nicely, 22 kilometers per hour. This is quite steep. You can probably tell by the gradient of the house there. Probably about 18 degrees. Climbs up there without an issue. Very nice torque on this board. And not the most powerful board, but very, very nice. How pretty are these trees? Big oak trees, I think. Okay, really quickly, I want to show you the turning circle on this. I'll put this in the middle of the road, hopefully no cars come. Okay, recording? Yes. Let's wrap this video there with the EOVAN GTS with the 7-inch pneumatic tyres. This board is an absolute pleasure to ride. Now let's jump into the SWAT. The strengths, obviously the VESC, the battery, the deck with that massive drop down, 8 layers of Californian maple. The motors, very torquey, very strong. Because they're so big, they don't overheat as well. The CNC milled trucks are very nice, they feel very strong. The bushings being the red bones, bearings, all very nice. The battery enclosure, the wheels, the fact that you can have 5 sets of wheels is another massive strength. Now opportunities, where the opportunities I think lie, there's only one really that I think weaknesses, geez, I'm getting it wrong. First one, there's no weaknesses as such with the board, which is really nice. I haven't tested all the wheels. I think the airless all-terrain wheels would potentially be a slight weakness. They'd be either very hard or very soft, which would affect the range and obviously hurt the battery, but I haven't tested those, so I can't really comment. For opportunities, there's only one opportunity I see with this board, and that is around, I guess, the programming of the VESC. Now, when you are accelerating, now this isn't SAG, I'll say that straight away, and even the owner or the person I communicate with knows it does this, they need to program it. It's a very small opportunity that the battery reading on the remote isn't correct. Now, some people might say, well, that's a big deal because you need to know if you're going to go flat. It's not that big a deal once you know your board, right? You go for a ride, you do 20 Ks, you still got battery, you do another 10K, still got battery, do another 10K, still got battery. You know what you're doing. Battery levels, battery indicators on remotes are very handy, they're very fantastic, but it's not the end all. My opportunity I'm going to list for this board is I think they need to really work on that programming and get the battery as accurate as possible, just because it is a feature, it is a benefit of this board, especially with that nice colored remote control. Now, as far as threats, donuts. So far, and again, I've been running this board now for about a month, I'm not listing no threats for this board. It's very safe, it's very smooth. I've not had a single disconnect. Even down to the charger. The charger doesn't get hot when it's charging. It's got a fan built into it. It's a fan-cooled charger. Tires go on really nicely. The belts are super thick. They're probably close to 220 mil. There's really nothing there that you need to be concerned about except for the board actually going too fast if you're a beginner. But again, that's a benefit for most people, strength. So let's end it there, guys. As I mentioned, they've got a Black Friday sale. Click on the link in the description. Use the code SCOTTD for, I think, 5% off. That'll get the board. Now, I've seen loads and loads of posts about this online, social media, talking about how fast their shipping is. Now, these guys are offering free air shipping. And apparently I saw one that got to Peru in 2 days, which is ridiculous. Now, that's obviously not the standard, not the norm. You need to allow probably, I'm guessing, 10 to 12 days, depending on where you are. They all ship out of China, I believe, at this stage. But if you're after a high performance board at a bloody good price, I think this is like $12.99 before any discounts are applied, take a look at it. You can get it in a belt drive, you can get it in a direct drive, but I would highly recommend the belt for this particular board. It's so smooth, it's not loud, it's a lot of fun. So guys, I really hope you've enjoyed this video. It's so good to be back on the boards. I know I was only away for 2 weeks. I hope you've enjoyed this content. If you have, chuck a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We've got a massive giveaway coming up very soon. Once I hit 4,000 subscribers, we're so close. We're so close. Once we hit 4,000 subscribers, I've got a whole heap of cool stuff to give away. We've got Beast Board airless wheels, we've got Dope Grip, we've got some of those selfie spin 360s. We might have a set of these guys, brand new wheel. They've just released a brand new wheel, which I'll show you on the screen now. He's talking about potentially putting a set of those up as a prize. It's going to be awesome. So the sooner we get to 4,000, the sooner we're going to have this awesome giveaway. Let's end the video there, guys. As I always say, skate safe, always wear a helmet, and we'll see you on the next video.